What can you expect today? I'm going to give you a brief introduction of AdCurve. First, a little bit of an introduction of myself. My name is Uriel Ballast. I'm the CCO and co-founder of AdCurve. My experience is actually two sides. One, I was the COO of a price comparison engine in Europe. And afterwards, I was responsible for a large telco organization and was the e-business manager. And one of the things I noticed is that it's really, really hard to make online marketing profitable. There's so many opportunities out there, so many different channels you as a retailer should use, but who's actually driving your sales and how can you optimize your campaigns? That was the headache I had at the time. Well, and I hope I can give you some of my knowledge and experience, and I'm also going to show you how you can optimize your campaigns. The focus today is on affiliate marketing. We're going to touch a little bit upon the fundamentals, also some of the challenges, because affiliate marketing is a great channel, but there are some challenges, there are some pitfalls that you need to avoid. And I'm going to discuss them, and I'm going to describe how you can avoid those pitfalls. And actually, I'm also going to mention how you can make affiliate marketing really profitable. Also about the setup, so the basic setup of your affiliate program, because affiliate marketing isn't one channel and isn't about your product. Affiliate marketing is really about managing the affiliate program. I don't know if you have any experience. I assume you don't, so I'll just start at the beginning, and I'll explain a little bit about how you can set up your affiliate campaign. And I'm also going to discuss the optimization. So what can you do with an affiliate network? How can you turn the performance of your affiliate network into a profitable one? And I'm going to do that also by showing you some data and some examples from the AdCurve tool later on. Briefly about AdCurve. We've been in the business since 2008. We started out in Europe, and that's probably what you can hear from my accent as well. It's always been our DNA to make advertising profitable. As I just said, there are so many opportunities out there, so many advertising channels, and basically you can select cost per click channels, you can use display channels like on a CPM basis, you can use Amazon or other marketplaces, you can use CPC channels like Google Shopping, whatever. And there are the CPS channels, the cost per sale channels like affiliate marketing. They all serve a purpose, but they all require different setup and different management, etc. So that's a lot of work. And that's why we started out with feed management. In the beginning, there weren't that many tools that you could use to advertise your products on all the different advertising channels. But that really, well, in just a matter of 2 years, it turned into a full campaign management solution, because you saw that all the different advertising channels were involved, and you have to, well, basically you have to know which of the channels is actually driving your sales. And therefore we also started out with conversion attribution, or as we call data-driven marketing. We've won a number of awards for them. We have a number of patents in the tool that calculate the contribution or the added value of every advertising channel involved. Currently, we have around 300 web shops. We cover US, that includes Canada, and Europe, mainly Western Europe, by the way. And as I said before, you know, not only the affiliate networks, but also marketplaces, Facebook dynamic ads, Google and Bing shopping, all the comparison shopping engines, retargeting networks, and the affiliate networks. So if you're new to the retail business or the online marketing industry, as you can see, there's so many channels that you could use. So please give them all a try, but make sure that you only use the profitable ones, or that you're able to optimize them. Let's discuss the fundamentals first. It's a good way to get additional sales, right? So there are so many different publishers or blogs or whatever out there, and the main Reason for using an affiliate network is because it's way too time consuming to contact all those blogs yourself. You just can't keep track of it. Secondly, it's very difficult to have all those different administration and invoices and so just by using an affiliate network, it's easy, it's one invoice, it's simple. And actually the same goes for the publishers. So publishers, they subscribe to an affiliate network and they can select which advertisers they want to promote. They put the products or the banners or the display ads on their site. And every time that a visitor clicks on the banner or the product, a cookie is dropped. And within a certain time frame, usually 30 days, the sale is awarded to the publisher, and they get their sale. The sale is, on average, it's about 10%. It's a commission percentage plus a network fee. It depends a little bit on the industry that you're in. Sometimes there are fixed CPS fees. Sometimes there's a fixed amount. Specifically with the blogs that are very useful in the inspiration phase. So at the beginning of the customer journey, they tend not to have that many sales. So then you're talking about fixed fees, etc. But on average, it's a pay per sale, so cost per sale. And the commission percentages can really they can differ. It can differ per category. For example, in the consumer electronics, you just can't afford to pay more than 3% or 4% on an order. Whereas in the fashion, for example, especially if it's your product, if it's your brand, maybe you can even afford 22% commission. It really depends on the industry. It depends on the margin. It depends on the volume of sales, etc. This is a representation of a customer journey. So the customer starts at the left, then he touches upon a number of different advertising channels, and completely at the end, at the right, there's the flag. That's the order. You can see the basket. It starts with Facebook, and then a few days later, there's an email, your newsletter, and then you see in black a number of publishers. One is publisher 1, you have publisher number 2, then there's also Google Shopping involved. People are already on your website, the products are in the basket, and then people just click, they abandon your site and they look in Google for a coupon code, a discount. Whether they find it or not doesn't really matter. When they return, the cookie is overwritten, so if there's a sale, the sale is awarded to the final publisher. So if there are, for example, 3 publishers in this affiliate network, the order will be awarded to number 3, to the last. And that's why it's called last cookie. Is that the good one? Is that the correct one? Well, I tend to say no. In this case, no. Because, for example, first of all, completely on the left, not even a network, but Facebook is also involved. So you really want to know who is involved in the journey, who's actually driven the sale, and for the rest, for the other channels, you'd also like to know that. What we have developed, as I said before, is the algorithm that actually determines the contribution, so the added value of the publishers involved. What you can do is you can deduplicate. You can deduplicate across all the advertising channels, or you can deduplicate within one affiliate network, for example, and then you would assign the order to one of the 3. You can also assign the order to the last one and then cancel the order, but that's not good. So you should assign the order to one of the 3 publishers involved. Typically, you do not want to assign it, in this case, to the coupon code. Why? Because the sale was already there. People were already in the basket, so they were already on the cart page. And as you can see, there's some percentages involved, like 50% and 7%. They're just examples, of course. But in this case, you would want to assign the order to publisher number 1. Why? Because that is the publisher with the main contribution, the highest contribution. So you will still reward one publisher, and you will still pay the cost per sale, But in this case, you will reward the publisher that has had the highest added value, the highest contribution. Yeah, that is a really important one. Just to be frank, when we started out doing this a few years ago, there was a lot of negative emotions with the affiliate networks, but actually over time, everybody has seen that this is the only way to go forward. However, the affiliate networks do not accept anything else than last cookie, or yes, they accept a fixed amount, but last cookie. So you cannot split the order value. You cannot assign the order value based on the contribution. So you have to work according to the last cookie. And this is the way we did it. This is something that we implemented in 2011. And actually over the years it has grown and all the affiliate networks accept it. So this is a cool way of using all the publishers out there, but you can reward the publisher that is actually driving your sales, the one that has the highest contribution. A few moments, this is still theory. I'm going to show you a little bit later on, but there's so much basically under the hood that you can do before you actually start your affiliate program. So I'm just touching upon all the different subjects, and then I'm going to show you how you can do that. With affiliate marketing, there are a few challenges. As I said before, the last cookie is, the way to go with the affiliate networks, but it has an impact on your performance, and I'll tell you why. If you assign the order to an affiliate network, you pay a cost per sale. Many retailers, when I was discussing it with them, they said, I don't care who's actually making money out of me. It's a cost per sale. But I'll tell you, it has an impact. Imagine you're a publisher. Imagine you are, for example, a publisher, and you write about black and white photography, right? You're specialized on that. There's a limited amount of space on your blog to promote products. If you never get an order, if nobody awards you an order, you don't want to do business with them. So if you are within an affiliate network as a publisher, and all the orders get assigned to the last one, being coupon codes or retargeting channels or whatever, at the end, you quit. But you are a good publisher. There is some content quality or quality content on your site. So actually, advertisers should care about the publishers. A consequence of the last cookie battle is that good content publishers bail out. They just quit. They start doing business directly, which is also good. I mean, then you can connect with them directly via a feed. That's also fine. Or they start using different business models. But the downside of this whole last cookie thing and the CPS rewards is that the good content publishers bail out. The emphasis is on cookie dropping. So there are many different ways or many different methods that, let's call them affiliates that do not really care about your business. They just drop a lot of cookies and they make a lot of money out of it. So it's actually a black and white story. It's good news, it's bad news. You do want to use affiliate marketing. It is a good way to connect to many different sites out there. You do know that a lot of publishers have good quality content, so you want to be there with your quality products, but you want to make sure that you are doing business with the right ones and that you're awarding the right ones so that they start doing more with you. Yeah? So how do you find them? And how do you reward them? And how can you make them do more with you? That's really, the $64,000 question, right? From a research we did a while ago, 60% of affiliate traffic has no contribution. It sounds like a negative story. It's not. What I'm trying to say is there are some people out there trying to make money out of you and do not bring you any business. You should avoid doing business with them. However, try and separate the good ones from the bad ones, and do business with the good ones. Yeah, as you can see in this case, this was for a period of 6 months. 12% of affiliate traffic actually was fraud. They used brand names, they were SEA, keyword bidding, etc. They used iframes. They were already on the cart page, so basically that was already business. The average duration of less than 5 seconds was 90%. So 19% of the affiliates, people coming from affiliate from that link, spent less than 5 seconds on the website. However, the cookie was dropped. You can't even see a product. You can't even read anything in less than 5 seconds. So it's well amazing that 20% of the cookies was dropped by those visits. But of course, there are the good ones. So fair contribution was about 32%, and a really high contribution was the 8%. So 40%. So the positive news is 40% of affiliate traffic has a good contribution. Now, let me show you what it means in terms of money. As you can see on the left, left of the axis, it's actually the overrated affiliates. So the affiliates were overpaid. But on the right-hand side, you can see that there are also quite a few affiliates that are underrated, affiliates that were, well, underpaid, actually. So, as we say, please reward the best and not the last. That's a cool slide, and we say, look, don't flush your money. Identify the publishers that really drive your business and reward them. Actually, reward them well. Because if you reward them well, they will start doing more with you. But how do you recognize them? Well, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you with some live data. But let's briefly show you how you can get up and running. Well, let me briefly go one step back, because otherwise we dive immediately into the affiliate details. This is our tool, AdCurve. In AdCurve, you see on the left-hand side all different sorts of advertising channels. In this case, Connexity, Google Shopping, Koku, and others. You see the affiliates, in this case, CJ, marketplaces, Amazon. So there's this centralized dashboard that you can use to basically oversee and manage all your different advertising campaigns. How do you set it up? Well, easily. In the Shopify App Store, there's AdCurve. There's the app. If you say get, it's you install it. We extract all the products, all your products, and import them into our tool. And from our tool, you can basically send your products, list your products in all the different advertising channels. Why use AdCurve instead of all the native Shopify apps? Well, for example, we calculate the ROI. We have the margin of the products, and we import the costs of every advertising channel on a daily basis. So we really know what the ads have cost on a daily basis, and we also know the margin and the profit you're making from all those channels. And that enables you to actually optimize based on the profit instead of based on revenue, for example, or as you would do in Google Shopping, in the Google Analytics, you would use revenue including sales tax. That just doesn't work. Anyway, so you set it up, then you jump to AdCurve. In AdCurve, you can select any of the advertising channels you would like to use. In this case, for example, I can select Linkshare, which is one of the networks. And by selecting this network, as you briefly saw, it's a 30-day free trial. What it actually means is that you start installing, but we don't. The free trial only starts when there's traffic. So you do the next step. Yep, that's a CPS, blah blah blah. So what's your commission percentage? Well, let's assume that it's 10%. Because that's in your contract. We don't know that. However, we do import the costs on a daily basis again from every advertising network, including the affiliates. We import the costs, the actual costs on a daily basis. And as you can see here on the right-hand side, your 30-day trial period will only start after receiving the first visits. So what happens afterwards? Well, it's pretty simple. You get some emails. The first email is to say, hey, you're up and running. Second email is it's an email that you're asked to forward to the affiliate network because they need to set a few things up at their side, but basically that's it. So, well, then you're set up. That's it. Right. Again, affiliate networks. What do you want to know from an affiliate network? Well, you actually want to know, because there's very little you can do in optimization at product level. You can exclude products that are not profitable, of course. You can exclude categories or brands or whatever that you want to send out to the affiliate network. But basically, on average, you can only use one feed to an entire affiliate network. Ideally, you would want to differentiate the feed for every publisher, but that's not possible. That's too too difficult for the affiliate networks. I'll give you an example. I was managing director for a large game shop here, in a game and a multimedia store, and we had 600,000 products in the data feed, and I sent it out to an affiliate network, and then I got a call from a publisher that said, "Look, we're called Game Outlet, so we only promote games. But in your feed, 600,000 products, there are only 3,000 games. So could you please send me a feed that doesn't contain, there are 597,000 products, because my system gets jammed." That's not possible. The affiliate network, I mean, technically it's possible. I mean, you can make any segmentation in your data feed, but the affiliate network doesn't support that. But again, so let's look at at this overview. Let me highlight a few things. As you can see, these are the affiliates or the publishers. So you are actually not doing business with an affiliate network. It's not CJ that's driving your sales. It's these publishers. So you have to know how profitable or how successful each publisher is. As you can see, this is the amount of visits from this publisher, the amount of assists. So how often did they show up in the customer journey? You remember that beautiful picture that we showed about the customer journey with the flag and the fact that there were multiple publishers involved? This is an assist. An assist is an involvement in the customer journey. So you have to know not only the amount of clicks, but how often were they involved in a successful customer journey? How many orders were they involved in? How much revenue has that generated? How much margin has that generated? As I said before, when we use the products, we enable you to, for example, give a margin per product, a margin per category, or even at an individual level. This is something that Shopify doesn't support itself. Magento does, Lightspeed does, and all the other OS Commerce does, etc. But Shopify doesn't. But we have a solution for that. And so the difference between the selling price and the floor price, as we call it, is your acquisition. It's your margin. It's your acquisition margin. And we use that in our tooling to calculate the profitability. Because you look at the margin, we know the costs. We import the cost on a daily basis. So then you also know the profit. So if you deduct the cost from the margin, then you actually know the profit. So you can immediately see that there are a lot of visits involved, many times in the customer journey, but actually it's not a profitable channel. Or publisher, you're making quite some loss on this one. So the ROI is also negative. As you can see, this is the eCPC. The eCPC is actually an important one. If the eCPC is really low, so that's the effective cost per click. Basically, that is the costs divided by the amount of visits. Yeah? So the effective cost per click. You don't pay per click on an affiliate network yet. You can calculate the eCPC. And why is that an important one? Because this is the benchmark that the publishers use to select their favorite advertisers. So if the eCPC is really, really low, it sounds good, but actually you're not interesting for the publishers. So you should look at the eCPC. It shouldn't be too low, but if it's really high, and you're making a loss, then it's also not good. So this is something you should manage. And here are two columns that we use to determine whether an affiliate publisher is profitable or not, or whether you can spend more or you should spend less on it. That's what we call the E-fee. It's the effective fee. It's the fee, the percentage of the revenue that you're paying to this publisher. And that includes, so that's not only the fee that you pay this publisher, but that also includes the network commission. So it's the out-of-pocket spend on this network. And as you can see, in this case, the E-fee is roughly 14 or roughly 15% of the revenue. But based on the calculations, and you could have guessed by looking at the profit and at the ROI, the maximum fee, so how much you could actually spend, the room, is 8%. So what you could say is that you're spending too much. Actually, you should reduce the fee by almost 50%. There are other examples. For example, in this case, the E-fee is 21%. And the max fee is 5%. So I'd say get rid of this publisher, because that one is really not bringing any money. But maybe we can look at another one. Well, in this case, it's completely different. In this case, the effective fee that you're paying is roughly 4%, but there is a lot of acquisition room, like 47%. You will never ever pay that 47%. But what I'm trying to say is that within this whole group of affiliates, there are some publishers that are bad publishers that you make a loss on, but there are actually also some good publishers. Let me show you. Well, there are at least 8 pages of publishers, and on every page there are roughly 25 of them. So you can never ever manage all of them individually. So my advice would be sort on the ones that have a max fee that is higher than the E-fee. Call them directly. Start doing business with them directly. You can still work within the affiliate networks, no problem, but please contact the ones that are driving your sales currently, because I guarantee you, if you start working with them, if you start creating banner material for these publishers, they will double your sales. It's easy as that. I'm not sure if you know how the affiliate networks work, but each individual publisher does not know how successful he is. He sees a sale, but he doesn't know which products have been sold. So he doesn't know how to promote. He doesn't know what other actions he should take to make you more successful. So if you contact them, and you can do that via the affiliate networks, that's no problem, but if you contact them, come up with a unique coupon code, for example. Create a mail and win action. Start doing business with the publishers directly. Make them successful, and they will make you double successful. That's been our experience over the past few years with doing business in the affiliate landscape. Well, as you can see for every individual publisher how he's doing. You cannot set a fee or a commission percentage per individual publisher. So my advice to you is to categorize the publishers. For example, put all of them in a category group of, say, 5 to 10% and 10 to 15%. Categorize them, contact your affiliate network, and agree with them that you will pay these publishers on that commission percentage. You know, again, initially the affiliate network may find it strange that you're talking about how do you call it? Differentiating the commission percentage, but ultimately you will see that if the publisher becomes successful, he starts promoting your products, you become more successful, the affiliate network will benefit as well, because the sales will go up. Yeah, so it's really, of course it's about content. Affiliates don't just promote a product. There has to be, for example, a sale or a discount or a new introduction. There needs to be an event, preferably also an offer, like a discount or a limited amount of, a limited edition or something like that. So they have something unique that they can promote. Make it attractive and easy for the publisher to swallow your offer, put it on their website, and start promoting it. But again, if you differentiate the affiliates, the publishers, based on the contribution, and you differentiate and categorize them in different commission percentages, your sales will go up. That's as simple as that. Let me show you in real life, for example, with one particular order. There's a whole bunch of orders, of course, but this is the customer journey in real life. As you can see, it started out with direct traffic, then Google Organic was involved, AdWords, Google Display Ads was involved, Google Shopping was involved, the affiliate network was involved. Hey, there was also email involved. In the end, there was also Google Organic. And as you can see, the total amount of margin is $22 for the entire order, but the commission percentage is 50. So actually, the added value is 15% for the affiliate network. You have to know what the added value of every advertising channel, but also every publisher is. I see some people have asked to get an overview and want to know the affiliate conditions. How do you negotiate with an affiliate network? Those are good. I will send you a list with, well, basically it's a template of affiliate conditions, terms and conditions. Remember, if they're talking about terms and conditions, actually they are your terms and conditions doing business with the affiliates. It's not the other way around. Retailers say, yeah, I have to agree with the affiliate conditions. The publishers have to agree with your conditions. Of course, it needs to be a sensible one, but you can do that. So first of all, make sure that the affiliates are not allowed to use brand name bidding. That's really a no-no, because that ensures them a lot of traffic. It's free traffic on your expense. Eliminate that. Secondly, try and include, for example, the commission percentages. So say, I'm going to work on categorizing my publishers. There's also another opportunity, for example. The main thing that publishers are interested in is, well, I would say the bank account, but actually it's the payment term. Remember, there's a 30-day approval term. After the 30 days, there is a 30-day payment term. So if there is this order assigned to them, it may take 60 days before they even see money. And some publishers are just small publishers, hardworking people, so they really need the money. If you are, for example, in the fashion industry, and you have an average cancellation and return rate of, say, 30%, why don't you just approve the orders and deduct 70% and pay next week? The publishers will even let you use a lower commission percentage because they earn money within a week instead of in 60 days. There's so much room that you have. The main, the majority of the affiliate networks will not promote this, but you have power. There's a lot of things you can do by becoming interesting. If you pay money within a week or two weeks, whatever, and if you have a fixed cancellation rate, for example, people know what they're up to. They know how they can do business with you. So that's an important one for the conditions. Question from Tomia. Thanks for the question. Should you work with more than one network? Well, no. Can you? Yes. Preferably, different affiliate networks. And what do I mean by different? Well, affiliate networks that have a different profile. My wife is she's a publisher. She is actually a fashion designer, and she has this blog, and then she talks about I don't know, shoes, and she vlogs and whatever. She is actually connected to every affiliate network in Europe. As simple as that. And she just looks at the ones that are promoting her business the best. So chances are that if you go to 2 or 3 networks, that you will see exactly the same publishers. So that doesn't matter. Why would you want to use more than one network? Well, again, because they have 2 different target audiences. For example, one may be really strong in, say, fashion, or one may be really strong in content, or one may be really strong in another industry or whatever. So they are separate target groups, separate audiences. That's one way of doing it. As we said about the deduplication, we deduplicate across all the different networks. So if 2 networks are involved, we only assign the order to one. Networks may not like that initially, but again, you know, it's a matter of getting used to. You don't want to pay 2 networks for this one order. That doesn't work. So yes, you can work with more than one network, but make sure that you deduplicate across all the networks and only assign the order to one. You can also use, well, you can use it as a negotiation clause. Go to your affiliate network, the one that you're using today, for example, and say, I'm going to use another network. They won't like that. And then you can say, okay, I agree to do exclusive business with you, but then I want a lower commission percentage, or I want a dedicated account manager, or I want to have access to direct access to the most profitable publishers. You know, so there's a lot of power in this. My experience is that one network usually covers about 80% of all the publishers out there, and it doesn't really matter which network you use. So that's well, a little bit of the bad news. Again, you can test it. The only thing is that I wouldn't start using 2 networks at once. I'd start with one network, optimize it, add a second network, and then optimize it again, and then see what the added value is. So don't sign a long-term clause, a long-term contract, 3 months, 6 months max for the second network. Let's talk about the basic setup. As I said before, affiliate terms and conditions, use of brand name, the approval term, reward only X taxes, no VAT, no sales taxes, nothing, and shipping costs. I've seen some awful constructions where you were, people had to pay commission on top of sales tax, on top of shipping costs, and they could not deduct the cancellations and returns. That's really unacceptable. So please be aware. If you look at the affiliate program, if you look at the terms and conditions, you know, make sure that they're your terms and conditions and live with them. The actual attribution part is really important. Yes, you have to use last cookie counts because that's the way the market, the affiliate networks work. But please assign the order to the publisher with the highest contribution. If you sign up with AdCurve and you select one of the affiliate networks, we'll forward you the information that you can just forward to the affiliate networks, how to set it up. They all accept it, they all do it, but you know, you want to make sure that it's done properly. We don't ask you to do anything technically. It will be installed, it will be implemented, and we do it the right way. We also say use a container tag. Some affiliate networks insist on using what they call a shadow pixel, a tracking pixel, whatever. Basically, it's a fixed pixel that they ask you to put on your website. What they can do is they get all information from your website, all orders, not only the ones that are assigned to them, but also the others, and they just sell them. They just use the data and sell it to retargeting networks, to others. That's not what you want. So please use a container tag. We offer the container tag included with the network. So if you implement AdCurve, we just implement the container tag. But if you don't, use a Google Tag Manager, use anything else, but please don't put it fixed on your website. That's not good. You don't want people to know all of your business. Otherwise, you might just give them your credit card number and security code. That's not doing it. And the one that I said before, make your affiliate program interesting. Publishers compare the eCPCs. They want to see which of the advertisers is an interesting one. Secondly, which is the most profitable one, and that's how they rate eCPCs. So people say, I don't care about my data feed. I'll submit all the products. I don't care if they don't make a sale. Well, you should care. So please don't send any products that are not in stock. Include a good product title, good description, make it attractive. Make sure that the products that are in the data feed are actually sellable and that that you have the right content there, because it will impact the eCPC. And again, the eCPC is the one differentiator between you and your competition. Also remember, it's in bracket, but publishers are lazy. What does it mean? They won't create any content. They will not create a banner. They don't have a design department. They are not in your industry. You know your products best. So please create banners and offers and graphics that are, like bite-sized chunks. They can swallow it. They can put it on a website. It looks nice. It's easy. And you also, maybe you can give a description. Maybe you can even make it unique for them. Put some effort in good content. And again, the lazy part is it's not a negative thing. They're not your business, so they don't know which products sell and which don't, and they're not in your line of industry. So give them something that they can work with, so they can write good content, so they can promote or even distribute some photos, some images, some videos. Help them sell, and you can optimize, as I said before. A few optimization. If you start, you may not use this even, but I'm just telling you that there are some opportunities in the future. We were talking about the coupon codes, and as I said, people are on the website. They even in the basket, so they leave, they go to Google, they search for the coupon code, they find it or they don't. Doesn't really matter. Cookie is overwritten, so the order is assigned to the last publisher, so to the coupon code site. It sounds as if you don't want to do business with them. Well, you should. What we have implemented is something we call the basket freeze. If people are on the cart page, so they came from a source, they're on your cart page, and they leave, the cookie cannot be overwritten. So, for example, people come from, I don't know, Google Shopping. They select one or two products, put them in the basket, and then they go look for the coupon code. If they find the coupon code, they may use it, but you will not reward the publisher. Why? Because the traffic was generated by Google Shopping. That's the way of doing it. So we call it basket freeze. It's kind of an internal name. That's automatically implemented, by the way. You can also save time with an automatic approval. If you have affiliate orders, then every now and then you need to sit down and you need to check all the orders and say, okay, so this is an order. I had 2 or 3 items returned, so I need to reduce the selling amount, and I need to approve or disapprove or whatever. We've implemented an API with the affiliate networks. So we just, we know in the backend which products have been returned or which orders have been canceled, etc. So based on that, we automatically approve or disapprove or change the order value with the affiliate network. You don't need to do it manually. That saves a lot of time, and we do it across all the different advertising channels, including, for example, the Google Shopping or Connexity or shopping.com or you name it. As I said before, you can segment according to the publisher, so you can create different feeds if you want to. Depends on the network, but if you have the opportunity, I'll advise you to do it, because then you can send this feed with only games to the publishers that accept, that are only promoting games. And as I said before, you can differentiate your publishers based on the contribution. Use commission categories. It's a great way of promoting publishers to a higher commission category, so they will suddenly earn more, and they will start working, they will start doing more for you. Let me show you what that means. This is a customer case. This is Omoda. You're probably not familiar, but this is one of the largest European shoe retailers. They have about 1.5 million visits a month. They also have physical locations, by the way, so it's on and offline business. And so what we did is we optimized our affiliate program. First of all, we took all the terms and conditions, we looked at it, and then we said, look, based on the contribution, you should differentiate your commission groups. And the results, that was really interesting. The ROAS, so the return on ad spend, that's not the ROI, because we didn't look at the margin with them, since they all sell their own brand. So they only basically have one margin percentage. So then it doesn't make sense to look at the return on investment. You can just as well look at the ROAS, so the return on ad spend. And it doubled. It was at the start of the optimization track, it was about $10. So basically for every dollar that you invest, you make $10. So that's profit. And we doubled it to roughly $20. Their international revenue grew by 200%, and what's more important, the profit grew by 20%. So by using this, we also, one of the side effects, by the way, is that a lot of publishers actually left the program, and that was what we wanted. They were the publishers, as we say, that are in the 60% no contribution category. You don't care. You want them to leave. And the 40% that were left, yeah, you can pamper them, you can send them good information, you send them good quality products. Let me show you, for example, what you can do. I'm jumping in, whoop, second, I need to switch my screen because otherwise we're behind. Oh, yeah. So here we see a list of products, all different products. These are the results of this particular product, the amount of visits, revenue, margin, cost, etc. So this is what you saw before as well. Now what I can do, for example, is I can say if the stock, oh, sorry, I need to select a different value. Sorry, I click on the wrong one. Yep. So if, for example, I have a stock greater than 2, that's what I want to use to advertise. If I have less than 2, I don't. So in this case, I can create a rule that says I only want to send products to the advertising channel, in this case the affiliate networks, if the stock is greater than 2. You can make it any value you want. You can do the same by saying, look, I only want to sell products on the affiliate networks if they belong to a certain brand or to a certain category, or if the selling price is over, I don't know, $10. So that is the feed that you can send to your affiliate network or to any other channel as well. So you can basically set it up per channel. So what I'm saying is, make your feed as interesting as possible. Take out all the products that are not in stock. For example, if you're in the fashion industry, sizes that are not in stock, take them out. But the sizes that are in stock, leave them in. That's a dynamic thing. You set it up as a rule, and the system takes care of it. Yes, the feed is controlled through the program, Tamia. That's correct. Basically, the network accepts the full feed, puts it in kind of a dashboard, and every publisher can connect to the feed. So they just absorb the full feed. And as I said before, they're lazy, meaning they will not look at the products that are in stock or that are not in stock. They will not look at the products that are too expensive to sell. They are not going to look at the sizes that don't work. So basically, you already need to slice and dice the feed and prepare it for the network. I think that's a really good question, because you expect the network to do a lot. Actually, they don't. Yeah? So basically, they're just, well, passing through. So you have to take care and control the products that you send through in the feed, and you can do it easily. I mean, as I just showed you, set up 1 or 2 rules and say, look, I don't want to advertise products that are not in stock. I want to advertise products that are between a certain price range or contain this brand, whatever. But yes, you have to control it. Okay, well, I was just checking my time, and I'm sorry I've taken so much of your time by now, but another question about the feed. Yes, and I'll share it with you. Yes, the feed is automated. Basically, what we do is we generate a feed on a daily basis. That's start one. But with, for example, Shopify, every time you change any of your products, so if products are in stock or not in stock anymore, if you change the price, if you change the content, we update the feeds automatically, and we generate the feeds automatically. For example, with Amazon and Google Shopping, etc., we have APIs. Affiliate networks tend not to use the APIs yet. They are moving towards it, but not yet. We support it, but then it's a feed. I'll give you the benchmark. The benchmark is 15,000 products in the data feed on 22 different advertising channels. The feed generation takes about 26 seconds. So any change that you make is generated within, say, half a minute. Of course, it depends on the advertising network, how fast they can process it. But basically, if you make a change, it's processed automatically. And you can set rules. So, for example, if a product, you set the rule that you don't want to sell products that are not in stock. When the product shows up in stock again in your back office, in your back end, it's automatically added to the feed again. So you don't need to do that manually. If, for example, you set a rule that says I only want to sell products within a certain, that have a ROI of at least 10%, if there's a price drop, we automatically reactivate the product because the conditions for the ROI have changed. The price is different than it was before, so you need to start selling it. So you don't have to monitor it on a daily basis. I hope that's an answer. And yeah, I think that's basically the end of the affiliate part. There's so much more you can do with the affiliate networks, but I think that this is the key part. Just to come back to it, please, you are, they are your terms and conditions. Make sure that you like the specifications. My advice will be start with one affiliate network and optimize it, and then add a second one. Think as a publisher. So start thinking about which products should you not include in the feed, or which products should you include in the feed. How can you create sellable banner material, beautiful pictures, a good offer, etc. Look at the performance of the affiliate network. So over time you can see which publishers are generating a lot of sales and are very profitable for you, and contact them. Either via the network or directly, doesn't really matter, but get in touch with them. Start building a business together, because it's in your mutual interest and also in the interest of the affiliate network. And I think And I think that if you take those steps, you can make your affiliate marketing program really profitable. As I showed you in the case, it's and yeah, it may take some while, it may take some time before you're there, but this is a good way of doing it. Thanks for your time. Thanks for your patience.